I'm Shelley Wood. You might know me from shelleywood.com. This is my tiny sewing room where I make doll clothes sewing videos. Today, I'm going to show you how to make this colorful tank top, which is designed to fit most dolls in the 13-inch to 16-inch size range. Like the 13-inch Disney Toddler dolls, it fits them. The 14-inch Hearts for Hearts girls, I love those dolls. And the what most people call 15-inch Wellie Wishers, but it can also fit a few 18-inch dolls like your Chrissy dolls. Before we begin, please go to shelleywood.com to download this free printable sewing pattern. Use the pattern to cut out all the pieces you see here. Lay one back on top of another back, keeping what we call right sides together. So you'll see me doing that here. That means the pretty side touches the pretty side. So around the neck, down the back closure area, and across the bottom. Do this for both your shirt backs. Clip the seams and the corners. Sew the arm area of each back. Clip this part of the garment too. Follow these steps for both of your backs. And then set the backs aside for a moment while we work with the bodice front. Lay one bodice front on top of another. Again, you want to keep those right sides together. Sew along the neck and the arm areas. Note the square shape of the neckline, while arm areas are more of a J shape. Clip the seams of the neck and arm areas. Invert the bodice front. And invert your backs if you haven't already. I like to use a chopstick to help me with inverting. Kind of helps you poke out the strap areas. You can kind of get those corners tight on the backs. Press all the seams we've made so far, even on the backs, front and backs. Your bodice front should now look like this, with an unsewn opening at the bottom. Lay one of the backs on top of the bodice front. Sew along the shoulder strap seam. You'll see the seam right there. I'm using a contrasting thread so you can see it easily. Now sew along the side seam, but stop sewing before you reach the garment's edge. You can see I'm about 1.5 centimeters from the edge. Lay the other back on top of the front. Sew across this strap and side seam. And once again, stop before you reach that edge. Fold the front's raw edge of the fabric inside itself, making sure the back and front are now the same length. So you'll see me doing that here. I fold that raw edge of fabric from the front, from the bottom of the front, down inside itself. Kind of think of it like you're making a pair of lips. There you go. And then you can see that I'm trying to make sure it's the exact same measurement as the back. Whip stitch along the bottom of the front, sealing off this raw fabric edge. If you need help with the whip stitch, I do have a tutorial for that. Now your garment should look like this, but we still need to finish sewing that side seam. Remember we left that kind of open? So we're just going to stitch that closed on both sides. Now we're going to invert the garment. I used some soft sew-on Velcro for my back closure, measuring it and then cutting just enough to sew right at the back. But of course you could use snaps instead. I have a tutorial on how to sew snaps if you need help with that. But Velcro is very simple, as you can see right here. Okay, let's try this on our doll. For more free printable sewing patterns to fit dolls of many shapes and all different sizes, remember to visit my website, shelleywood.com.